Hate when my shit look like this. That's why I can't wait, man. Shout out to the 2 people that came up in this motherfucker, man. Y'all bear with my horrible goddamn reception. Cause the nigga moving like a glitch right now. That's cause it's raining out here though in Texas, man. Wherever you at, be glad it ain't raining. I don't fuck with the rain. Y'all fuck with the rain? I don't too much give a damn about it. Anyway, welcome to Lone Wolf goddamn television. Where I tell your vision the right shit, or I tell your vision to follow its own vision. This ain't the program television. This ain't, this ain't the white media television. And I ain't rich enough or wealthy enough to be considered the black media. So shout out to the black media, you know what I'm saying? But the real black media is, the curators of the black media I'm not a part of, but I'm a part of black media because I'm a black motherfucker. But I guess if they include all of us, because I ain't trying to take claim for what somebody else created, but shit, I guess you can consider this the new black media. I'm a part of the new black media, man, because I want black people to let the motherfucking I want black motherfuckers to let go of the goddamn idea that you need to be programmed into some shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to be programmed into believing your own beliefs. You don't need to have the Bible to tell you what to believe in, the Quran, none of that shit. It's just, I'm here to empower black people. So that's what makes this the black media, man. But anyway, man, how y'all living, man? Where my homeless people at? How real is it getting for y'all out here in the battlefield, man? Because shit, we fucked up. Some motherfuckers out here, some motherfuckers is homeless by choice. Some motherfuckers is homeless by force. And some motherfuckers homeless just because they couldn't pay the rent and they had to make a pimp decision. It was either kill yourself or go homeless. Which one would you choose? So, I'm just realizing that it's really, I said this shit on my TikTok before, but I'm gonna say it again. It really ain't no sympathy for a nigga in this world, bro. It really ain't. It's all I just said some on my TikTok too. Nigga, help come with a cost. I mean, not help, support come with a cost in this new era. And I might make a whole episode on this shit on how I came up with this idea, the ideology of this, of support costing, support being a price to pay. When the motherfucker supports you, they either want something in return for support or they want to be acknowledged for the support. Now, see, let's talk about relationship support right now, because that's something just happened to me where I was like, you know what I'm saying, where I don't think I will ever, I don't think I'm ever overcome this mindset right here. As a broke black man, right? Let's break it down. As a broke black man, you don't get respected in this world, right? You get told that you are respected to sugarcoat the real respect that a motherfucker might have for you, right? No motherfucker ain't gonna never keep it 100 thigh with you and be like, oh, well, you need to step your paper game up. Most women be like, well, you know what I'm saying? At least you trying. So I see the potential in you. So I'm gonna give your potential a chance. Now I know many people have heard this be said before. Potential ain't shit. And then if a woman is basing you off potential, the respect is probably 50%. She don't have 100% respect for you because you ain't out. You haven't beat life to her yet. Let me tell you niggas something. The only way a woman gonna respect you is if you can change her life. The only way a woman is gonna respect you is if she see that you done beat some kind of obstacle in life and it ain't whooping your ass. But you know, I'm a confident person and within my situation and all that. So I'm never the nigga to look at my circumstance as like as a victim. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of a alchemist of my situations. So when I start, what I deem as respect is just letting the nigga do what he do. Not let me do reckless shit, but you know, a motherfucker can't tell me what to do and it's not harming the person. You know what I'm saying? If it's like not physically harming you or even mentally, if it ain't really mentally harming you, you just on some, I don't want to hear what this nigga talking about shit. Like, let me break down the story to y'all so y'all won't be lost is what I'm talking about. I just had to cut a motherfucker off, and I'm not sitting here trying to bash that woman, but I just had to cut a motherfucker off because it just seemed like when you broke, women feel like they can tell you what the fuck to do. I've been through this too many times. And now that this is like my first car that I done purchased by myself, did all this shit and paying the car note and shit by myself, got my shit in my name, license plate, nigga tags up to date and shit. All this shit, this is my first solid responsibility as a 30-year-old man. I'm supposed to been did this shit. So the shit feel different for me. So when a bitch is trying to tell me, because I'm listening to Tariq Nasheed, and a motherfucker came from listening to what they were listening to, and I guess my nigga fucking up their aura. How can my nigga fuck up your aura if your aura is legit? And then the bitch tried to tell me, oh, can you turn this? This is messing up my this. So I'm really joking around like, nigga, hell no. What the fuck that got to do with me? Fuck is you saying? I ain't got to change shit. My nigga Tariq Nasheed spitting game. Shout out to Chanel for stepping in this bit. I'm seeing my comments. But yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what you mean turn it? And you know, long story short, just, you know, I wasn't finna turn this shit. And y'all know I'm broke. Y'all know I'm homeless. Let's really get deep down into this shit. Y'all know a nigga fucked up out here. And the bitch, not the bitch, she was gonna take me to get something to eat. I ain't asked for this shit. I'm just finna sit here and eat them Lays I just ate just now. That's all I had to eat for the day. So fuck you. That was how I moved. But she was finna look out, and I treated her with the utmost respect for looking out. I said, shit, I'll pay you back. You know what I'm saying? On the way to McDonald's, this motherfucker wanna repeat that I need to change the shit. And I'm like, nigga, I heard you the first time. And the shit ain't changed. So I know how women get down, just, or at least women I've dealt with, they get down like once you come at them and they finna do something for you, they hold that shit in their head like, nigga, I could really take this shit back. But nigga, I don't allow that shit to even fly, even if you ain't thinking that shit. We finna turn this bitch around, I'm finna drop you off, I'm finna starve. Because I'm a real goddamn solidified loner. I don't be giving a fuck. I'm starving right now because of my pride, nigga, and I'ma die that way. I'm 30. It ain't too much changing that's finna happen. Except financially and a little bit mentally and emotionally and physically. That's what's finna change on my motherfucking ass at the age of 30. But one thing you ain't gonna do is try to tell a nigga how to move and his shit, because I would never do that to you. Mind you, I be at this bitch crib. She be playing goddamn ocean waves and shit. That shit don't make you sleep no better. At least not to me. But am I complaining? Like, I go to sleep right to them motherfuckers. This is real shit, bro. And it's just, the motherfucker want to say she wanted to be, she big on reciprocation. Nigga, I am too. And shit was not being reciprocated. Motherfucker was damn near trying to control a nigga as if I'm monogamous. Get the fuck out of here. And I swear to God, bro, I didn't cut my mama off. I didn't cut my whole family off. So for a bitch to even try was the wrong thing to do. This is why I say stay single, man. I really be, you know, I feel like I just want women companionship. That's it. You know, motherfucker won't dick around. I mean, women won't dick around and niggas won't pussy around. At the end of the day, I just think women need to stop fucking lying and acting like they want more than just dick. Get the fuck out of my face. Because if a nigga don't slang the dick, guess what happens? You either find another nigga or you kick the nigga you got to the curb. So I don't be trying to hear that shit, fool. I really don't. I don't be trying to hear nothing. So let's get into it, man. 10 minutes on that bullshit. Oh damn. Hold on. I didn't put the weed on my notes. Hold on, man. Yeah, but life fucked up. Life too fucked up to be just sitting around and giving a fuck about what somebody else going through. Nigga, fuck y'all. That's what I'm on now, man. I'm gonna just holler at bitches. I'm gonna just do something different, man. I don't know. Say, don't be trusting these spiritual bitches either, my nigga. These bitches ain't really, look, okay? These bitches unsure of themselves too. These spiritual hoes be acting like they know themselves, but they be so damn unsure. Watch out for that shit. Jason Black said something. Spiritual bitches is right next to Jesus is my husband kind of bitches. Watch out, man. Everything I do is an experiment. Never think you fucking me over, nigga. Shit, I don't just walk around this motherfucking life without putting 2 and 2 together. Motherfuckers got me fucked up. Anyway, let's get into the real shit. What I do with my shit? I just had the motherfucker. There you go. Let's get into the real shit, man. What we talking about today, Zilla? Pessimism versus optimism. I'm gonna let y'all know what side I'm on at the end of this, and I'm sure y'all can already guess. I'm sure y'all can already guess which side I'm on. But we're gonna break it down so I can pay homage to both sides, and I can criticize both sides. So let's start with the definition of pessimism. Pessimism, a tendency to see the worst aspect of things or believe that the worst will happen, a lack of hope or confidence in the future. And I'm finna break down the philosophy of pessimism. A belief that this world is as bad as it could be, or that evil will ultimately prevail over good. That's the bottom line of pessimism. I don't have to explain no more. So let's go to the next definition. Optimism. Optimism is hopefulness and confidence about the future or the successful outcome of something. The philosophy of optimism is the doctrine, especially as set forth by some nigga named Leibniz or some shit. It's spelled Leibniz. Leibniz. However you say that shit, that's who the doctrine, especially as set forth by, is by the L word, that this world is the best of all possible worlds. Let me say that again. The doctrine that this world is the best of all possible worlds. That's it. That's optimism, basically. That's the philosophy of optimism. Optimism is just hopefulness for the future, and pessimism is skepticalness for the future, basically. So let's get into it. Let's get into the cons of pessimism. I feel like the cons of pessimism are stagnancy. Let's start with that. Number one con of pessimism for me is stagnancy. Because if you get pessimistic, right, you start to think life is just some shit you're supposed to just keep on letting whoop your ass and then you die, instead of taking action, instead of taking charge for yourself. You begin to think that there is an outer God that's running shit and he despises you and your life is going to be a piece of shit until you die. That is a con of pessimism, and pessimism is not good for everybody, and optimism ain't good for everybody. So to the optimistic brain, if they end up going through too much and the brain become pessimistic, they can become suicidal, but I'm gonna get into all that. But cons of pessimism is stagnancy. That's one of the cons. You can become antisocial being a pessimist. Now, if you are a pessimistic person and then you want to be successful, you want to be a rapper, You know what I'm saying? You pessimistic, you in the right field because you that's a game of snakes. In the music industry, it's a lot of bullshit going on, so you got to keep your head on the swivel. So being pessimistic is a plus when you're a rapper or when you're in entertainment in general, because you expect the worst. And then if the best come out of it, you grab that, but you don't go into the next deal thinking that you're gonna get that same outcome, which kind of leaves you more, more of a dangerous person, because you're aware of the fuckery that can go on. That's real. But I say that to say, if you want to have a successful life, or if you want to be in a more extroverted environment, being a pessimist can harm you, because you can become antisocial. Antisocial ain't good. Antisocial don't mean you're shy. Antisocial means that you don't really like talking to people, and when they talk to you, you get aggravated. You know what I'm saying? Antisocial is like, I don't want to kick it with y'all. I'm finna do my own thing. So that mindset is not inside of the extrovert mind. You know what I'm saying? Being extroverted, uh, being extroverted. I mean, wanting to be in an extrovert environment, being a pessimist wouldn't work. So that's a con. Another con is limited beliefs. Being a pessimist can leave you thinking that the world is just like it said, like the philosophy. The philosophy of pessimism is a belief that this world is as bad as it could be, or that evil will ultimately prevail over good. Now, with that thought alone, you are already thinking that the bad already winning the game, when it could be the other way around. So that's a limited belief. You're not opening your mind to see that it could be the other way around, but since I think this way, I'm gonna move this way, and I'm gonna respect everybody else's mind. So the con of being a pessimist can limit your beliefs. You'll just think you right all the time. You would think, no, nigga, this world too fucked up to change. This world too much of this world that, this world. So that's me. I'm really kind of like that. I'm more of a pessimistic mindset, but I balance in between, which is why on Twitter I call myself the pessimistic optimist, because I know that both good and bad can happen, but I'm not just leaning on one side of the fence. It's balance, nigga. But anyway, what else? What was the other one? Another con of pessimism is can drive you into suicidal thoughts. That's what I was just talking about when I was talking about stagnancy. See, it can drive you into suicidal thoughts because you think that God don't give a fuck about you, and you think that your life is just supposed to be mundane, and you just ready to go. You start drinking, you start smoking more, you start doing this. You start telling the world that, nigga, it's really fuck you, because that's where I'm at right now. I done already had suicidal thoughts though, but this shit come from being pessimistic. It come from looking at shit in the bad lens first, and then going to the other world afterwards, or trying to gauge life through a fucked up mindset instead of a good one. The shit can drag you down. But being a pessimist is only for certain caliber of people. So, so it can drive you into suicidal thoughts, because you just be like, man, this world fucked up, and you don't have nothing else really good to say about it. The only joy you get is when you fucked up. And this is coming from me. This coming from an addict, Nick. I don't be sitting here trying to be no life coach. I'm fucked up. I'm just here to let you niggas know I'm fucked up too, but I ain't lost my brain yet. I ain't lost the ability to sit down, write my thoughts out. I ain't lost the ability to read. I haven't lost the ability to actually gain some shit in this world, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to chase it. I come from nothing, but I'm gonna leave with something. That's how it is. And the last one of the cons on my list is burning the wrong bridges. Now, the fact that I just spoke about that girl that I cut off or whatever, and I don't say that in a good way, because it didn't feel good. The motherfucker was a useful person, but I'm not a nigga that you just can't tell me any old thing, my nigga. You just really can't. And I'm already in a fucked up position. I don't even want to say nothing out of line, because I'm fucked up my damn self, so we can just cut this short. That's just what kind of nigga I am. But burning I'm bringing that up to say that I might have burnt the wrong bridge today, because she wasn't necessarily a bad person. And I don't mean wrong as in like I'm wrong for choosing myself. I'm just saying that's just a overly emotional thing that I did. So peace to you too. A rising diamond beauty. What's your real name? But yeah, like I said today, the girl that I had to cut off or whatever, that probably was a wrong bird. Not like wrong as if she gonna retaliate or some shit. It's just probably was the wrong bridge to burn, especially what I'm going through at the moment. And then, but that's why I burn the bridge, because I don't ever want nobody to feel like I'm using them. And then I also don't want to keep people around in my life, and I'm confused on if they're around because I need their help, or you know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, Sonny. But yeah, I don't want to ever feel like a fraud. So I'm quick to cut you off, even if you finna do something for me. Just like she's finna go buy them 2 sausage biscuits for a nigga. And I was gonna try to throw some hash browns in that bitch. I swung that bitch right back around, because I want people to know, nigga, I'm not around for what you doing for a nigga, especially a female. I'm not around you because of what you fucking do. I'm around for the peace that you bring. Once you try to destroy my damn peace, or you try to interfere with my shit, then we got an issue. You know what I'm saying? That's on both sides. That's why if a woman tell me that I'm encroaching on her, if I'm fucking up her vibe or whatever, how the fuck I'm gonna get mad at her? I just, dip for about a week. And then if she ain't, that part, real shit, divine balance. But yeah, nigga, if she is in a bad space when I'm around, why the fuck would I come back around the next day? Unless she was like, okay, I miss you or some shit. That's the only time I'm gonna come back. But after a woman tell me that I'm fucking her up or some shit, or I'm an evil vibe or some shit, I'm like, I bet. And I'm gonna go back in my own little bubble. But yeah, man. So that's the last con I got for pessimism. Now, let's get to the pros of pessimism. The pros of pessimism is fearlessness. Okay? Fearless. I said this on my other episode about the degenerate. The degenerate is fearless, and so is the pessimist. The pessimist is fearless because he know what the fuck it can possibly happen. He know he's thinking of the worst already. This nigga got a gun. He can fuck around and knock my head off. I'ma knock this nigga out before he knock my ass off. If it get like that, you know what I'm saying? If a nigga can punch you before you get to the gun, it's gonna go down that way. That's fearlessness, nigga. You fearless and you ain't scared to die. Fearless. Pessimism come with that because, nigga, you are aware of the fuckery. It gotta run in the same. It's one in the same. So that's a pro of pessimism. Another pro is you are aware of reality, which is kind of the same thing as fearlessness. When you are aware of reality, my nigga, you ain't really, you're not really surprised when shit jump off. When bitches be getting fucked and motherfuckers be getting robbed, the plug be getting robbed, it's never news, because as a pessimist, you like, nigga, this shit has been going on. Fuck is niggas talking about? The next pro is you are not easily manipulated. So when a nigga try to get you to go do a drive-by or some shit, you like, boy, what the fuck is you talking about? I'm not with that bullshit. I just bring up a drive-by because you can be easily manipulated to do that shit. A nigga be like, hey, a nigga come to you with a sob story. Man, that nigga said he was gonna shoot your house up too, bro. You wanna come ride with us? That's just a bribe to get your ass in the car. It's still up to you to be like, shit, I'm gonna handle it another way, my nigga. Y'all go spray it up and tell me what happened, afterwards or whatever. I'm just speaking in the terms that I know niggas can adapt to. I know real street niggas will understand, not easily manipulated. When you a pessimist, you like, nigga, what the fuck? Everybody is an enemy until proven innocent, nigga. That's basically pessimism. You feel me? That's basically pessimism, nigga. You get to the if the nigga like I just said, the drive-by reference, nigga. If a nigga is easily manipulated, it's probably because he's a goddamn optimist, and he's like, oh, well, this my nigga. My nigga wouldn't steer me wrong, and the nigga getting whipped, and they fuck his life up because he was optimistic, nigga. But yeah, so when you a pessimist, you read between lines before you answer questions, my nigga. You like, man, what the fuck? You think about all the fucked up shit you been through and other niggas have been through that you've seen. It ain't just me. It ain't just my life that I go off of. I've seen shit face to face, and I've seen shit throughout 30 years of people. I've been living 30 years and seeing people in my life for 30 years that aren't successful yet. So that's something I don't want to be. And I know motherfuckers coming up younger than me looking at me like this nigga still broke. That's why I make a name for myself now in the world. You know, I come to the platform every day like I try to, because I gotta make something out of nothing. I gotta have something already in the arsenal when I try to make moves. So all these little episodes where it ain't nobody watching, it's just two people watching or one person watching, or nigga, I only got up to like 8 people before, I think. Not even. I think I got up to like 5 people watching me before. But when I put all the right investments into the shit, when I do what I do, it's gonna be a new day. So the pro of that, you know, like I was saying, you're not easily manipulated. The next pro of the pessimism is can see negativity coming. You can see the bullshit coming. And firm, and the next pro of pessimism is firm in our philosophy of life. That means I'm not finna change the way I motherfucking move out here for no motherfucking bitch or no nigga or nobody. My mama, my daddy, I'm not finna change up none of this shit, because my game on life is my game on life. And that ain't saying I don't take advice. That's just saying that I'd rather produce my own philosophy as I gain advice and put it into works, and then come back with my results. And the shit that I put in obviously ain't been working. So I'm coming to the platform to let y'all know, don't listen to what baby boomers and motherfuckers that ain't doing nothing, ain't no shaker, the niggas that ain't shaking and baking, the women that ain't making no moves, don't listen to them. And I'm a nigga that ain't making no real necessary moves, but I'm here, my niche is to let niggas know that you ain't misunderstood. I'm just a bridge before you get there. That's my life mission, is just to be a bridge to let, oh, you ain't know this? Boom, go over there. Oh, you ain't know this? Boom, just a messenger, nigga, let you niggas know that this shit get real out here. You don't want to be like me. My life is full of turmoil and defeat and failure, as far as I'm concerned. Don't be like me. So, you know, stand firm in your philosophy on life, and standing firm on your philosophy on life is a pro, because can't nobody sway you. So let's get to the cons of optimism. The cons of optimism is you are easily persuaded. That's the very opposite, you feel me, of what we were just talking about is pessimism. So you easily persuaded instead of not easily manipulated. When you optimist, you too goddamn cheerful for a good outcome, to where you can be manipulated. You feel me? A motherfucker tells you we finna go rob a bank, and your dumb ass hop in the car and in hopes that you got more hope for it to go good than it does go bad, than you do having it going bad, which the spiritual world would tell you that you creating your own energy, that thinking like that should make the outcome come out, right? No, nigga. Y'all asses is going to jail 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10. Now, if you get away, bravo, but that don't mean go rob another bank with that same mindset like you finna get away again. I'm gonna keep using this energy. And if shit was like that, we wouldn't have fucking criminals out here that got caught, because pessimism is around the corner. So pessimism will catch up to you if you too damn optimistic. You be naive. That's another damn con. Another con is you unaware of evil. Another con, too much positivity leaves you unfit for war. Let me break that down. When you are unfit for war because you too positive, that means that you just too gullible. You let the enemy get back up off the ground and say he surrendered, and you pick his hand up and say, all right, you for real? And then the nigga stab your stupid ass because you didn't help him up back on his feet. Now he done picked himself back up and got his knife out his back pocket that he had hiding back there, and now he done got your ass. That's what I mean by being too positive. Too much positivity leaves you open for damn attack because they see you as soft. Unless you being positive and you know you got them chambers on you, and nigga, you got to but you still have to end up doing some pessimistic shit to let people know that you'll ring their bell. Another, the last con of optimism is giving obviously bad people the benefit of the doubt. That means, nigga, your brother just robs you for 200,000, and then you let this numb ass nigga come back and live in your crib when he get out of jail. Giving obviously bad people the benefit of the doubt. That is what's wrong with Christians. Christians are optimists. They are very optimistic. They feel like everything is finna go Jesus' way. And that's why they get their ass combated by motherfuckers like me that don't believe in that bullshit. Because if he was doing this shit, why ain't he doing it successfully? If he was stopping bad shit, why is bad shit overpowering the good? You know, so they give obviously bad people a chance. Motherfuckers come in there, be to rob the bank, planning on robbing their ass, planning on. You see what happened with Dylan Roof, right? That's what comes with being an optimist. They let that nigga in that church. They let that motherfucker in that church and he wet their ass up. And I'm not trying to speak ill on them at all. I ain't trying to say like that's what they get type of tone. I'm saying that then they went in there and wet the place up because in the name of Jesus, they was optimistic that he was gonna change. They was optimistic that he was gonna change his life. That's the problem. That's the last con of optimism. Now, it's some pros of optimism. I feel like optimistic people can heal troubled minds. They can heal minds that are fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And I can honestly say I had a lot of women in my life where we had peaceful moments and they had, you know, they are optimistic beings, and you know, the way they thought about life put me at ease while I was around them. That's a big thing that I want in a woman is a softer set tone, you know, more of a leniency when I'm around. I don't want to be a woman's. I don't want what I do. I don't want everything I do a woman be like, you need to change this type of shit. And I want her to change the necessary shit about a nigga that I know myself that I need to change. But not every damn thing where it's like I'm just tripping every time I open my mouth type of shit, you know? An understanding woman. But anyway, I feel like optimism can heal troubled minds. It's the pros of this is another pro of optimism. Nurturing spirits. Another pro is making connections. And another pro was reciprocated positive energy. That's a big one. Nurturing spirits run in with healing troubled minds because, you know, I just feel like if you're optimistic, you got to be optimistic to nurture a person. You can't be pessimistic like, oh, this shit finna go bad, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Which is actually that's a light bulb in my head because maybe I should change. Maybe I should only be pessimistic in certain aspects of life, and I should be optimistic in other ones, which is why I'm a pessimistic optimist, because I just think I'm more pessimistic than I am optimistic in certain situations. But maybe I need to be an alchemist And in situations where shit ain't really just in war mode, I can be more optimistic. But when it comes to healing or it comes to, wanting to change my life, wanting to get more money, I need to be in a nurturing spirit, right? Where I can curate this shit. But yeah, that's just a thought. And making connections. I need to be making connections. That's an optimistic thing. I do that, by the way. I try to hit as many people as I can up and tell them I'll support them. If they just support me in return, that's the only price I ask y'all to pay. I don't want no money from you if you don't want to donate. But yeah, making connections is a pro, and reciprocated positive energy, because if you reciprocate, the energy you put out gonna come back. And I'm big on energy, which is why I'm big on trying to change my motherfucking life right now. I sit back and I don't beg nobody for shit, because I don't, when motherfuckers ask me for shit, I barely got it, nigga. I'm out here trying to make it. I'm on half a tank, gotta make it to work today, and I gotta make it work. Uh, I gotta make it to work today, and then I gotta make it to work the next day before I get paid. I get paid on Wednesdays. So shit. Then I just cut the motherfucker off that would have helped me out with some gas. But see, that's what that pride do. That's why this car off right now. It ain't too cold. I ain't finna run that gas up, and I ain't finna really just fuck my battery up like that. I might sit in silence, smoke another one, and read my damn book. But I want more positive. I want more positive outcomes than I want just positive people in my life. But I'm how I want to end this is to let y'all know that I'm more of a pessimistic mind. I'm pessimistic because of what I've been through. Pessimistic because I've seen the worst and I've been through the worst, and I am the worst of my community, according to wealthier dudes. According to even the black media, they would say that I'm a degenerate. So that's why I claim all this shit. I claim all of it, and I don't shy away from the change that I need to make. But that's what I am. I told y'all I'm a bridge to the game. I just want to. I don't want no praise for this shit. I just want to get my money how I can, and lead my people into victory, instead of staying in these fucked up situations and these fucked up mindsets that got us all out here struggling. You know what I'm saying? I want us to all better our people. I want us to all be able to live lavish, man. I want us to live in luxury. I want us to live above what we have already accumulated on this planet. You know, we ain't just rappers. We ain't just basketball players. It's time for motherfuckers to be engineers, electricians, mechanics. It's time to bring that shit back. And that's what I'm finna be. I'm finna master one of these trades, but I'm gonna be jack of all. Master of one trade, jack of all trades, nigga. Cause I gotta get paper. I can't sit out here and be fucked up. Jason Black, on a new episode he dropped like 2-3 days ago, he said, nigga, it's an article out where it's the comfortable wage that needs to be made in today's society is $105,000 a year, and that's just to not where you ain't scraping and where you can't save. So the fact that I'm homeless ain't a surprise. I'm in a lot of people's shoes. So I feel like I just want to be the bridge to let people know we need to up them standards, man. And I got to get off of whatever I'm on so I can fix my brain to get in a better position in life or get more money. But some days a nigga wake up and feel like, shit, I'm gonna die like this. And I'm trying to get rid of that energy and be more on the energy of transforming this shit, man, because this shit's sad. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna eat, but I'm gonna make something shake. I'm telling you. I got to. But that's that, man. Pessimism versus optimism. Pessimism win over optimism to me. That's just my number one go-to. So, what's yours? Are you optimistic or pessimistic? And which one wins in your life? I'm finna think some shit through. This has been Lone Wolf TV. Do what you gonna do. I'll holler at you.